Hello, this is the first in a planned weekly series of short videos for friendlyatheist.com. I'm Edward Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which simply means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. Here's a picture of me in 1963, shortly after my ordination to the priesthood, celebrating my first solemn Mass. After about 3 years as a priest, I started doing some reading and listening to some talks at a retreat for priests that got me thinking, does my Catholic faith make sense? I gradually decided that it did not. So I left the priesthood and the Catholic Church and became a math teacher like Hemant, which I have been for the past 44 years. I still believed in God, but I did not go to church. A few years ago, I read Bart Ehrman's book, God's Problem: How the Bible Fails to Answer Our Most Important Question, Why We Suffer. And it got me thinking about the problem of suffering. That and many other considerations led me to become what I am today, an atheist. By that time, I had retired from classroom teaching and was self-employed as a private math tutor, which is what I still am today. So I was able to be open about my atheism without fearing the loss of my teaching job. In due time, I became what I would call an active atheist. How? Mainly by making YouTube religion videos. I now have over 120 of them that document my transition from Catholic priest to atheist and that give my views on religious, mostly Christian, teachings and practices. I also came out in my community by writing a couple of letters to the editor of the local newspaper, and I have reached out to churches in my community. More about that later. One of the goals of atheists here in the United States should be that we atheists would be widely accepted by other Americans. Today, regrettably, that is not the case. We atheists are the most despised minority group in the United States. Many religious people imagine that we atheists, being without religion, are without morals, without purpose in life, without hope, that we are evil. A recent commenter at one of my videos said, quote, "Atheism is godlessness, godlessness is wickedness," unquote. Mostly in this nation, it is next to impossible for an atheist to be elected school board member, city council member, mayor of a city, member of Congress, President of the United States. We atheists need to work toward changing the situation, and the best way to do it is to be atheists and good people openly. Now, I was able to come out without serious harm to myself. Many other atheists can't. Many would lose their jobs. Many with families would have their children treated with contempt. There are many other reasons why it would not be prudent to be an open atheist. But if you are an atheist who, after serious thought, decides that you can prudently be open about your atheism without substantial harm to yourself or to others, I encourage you to do so. And look for other atheists so that you can support one another. Perhaps you can find them in your community. I have found strong atheist support on the internet, especially on YouTube and at Facebook. Let's show our neighbors that we are worthy of their respect. Let's break down barriers and destroy bigotry toward us atheists. Thank you for watching this video.